Welcome back to another skateboarding channel. This is a Drop Inn IRL episode number 8. So yo boys, welcome back. How's it going, crew?
I'm good.
Safe. It's good to see you all, mate. It's been a mad day for me. I've got some treats coming up this week. Been my local jam today, and tell you what, some of the clips I've got is fire. Can't wait to show you all, man.
It was big jam.
Yeah, it was well good, mate. It's like 150 people there. A local clothing company sponsoring it called Finesse. Shout out to Finesse. Nice garms. Check those out. I'll actually put a link in the description for them as well. It's a local thing. Nice stuff. Yeah, but it was a real good jam.
You thought you were going to get rained out on that, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And this morning was super misty as well, and like everything was saturated, man. But it turned out real good. Nice vibe.
That's good that everybody still came. Everybody was like, hell no, we're freaking skating, boys. Let's go.
Yeah. It was fire. It was still going mad when I left. I was only there for an hour or so filming, obviously, so I got kids, and I didn't actually get to skate myself, which is a shame because it's probably going to be the last jam there ever at that place. It was actually due to be demolished in December 2020.
Oh, wow.
But that got postponed. Yeah, that got postponed, so it's still standing. So, yeah, but I didn't get to skate it, but got some bloody good clips, man. Can't wait to show you all that. What about yourself?
At least you got to go anyway. Sometimes just being there is just enough, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and same here. I'm going to start my little street adventure soon, so I'm gonna have some surprises coming up for some real good fall time foliage, like scenic shit out in the midst of my area out here. So you guys are gonna see the best that Northeast US has to offer.
Sounds good to me, my friend.
So, lots to come. It's gonna be a good time. So got a lot of guys I'm looking to feature too. So you guys gonna see some new faces and stuff like that. So you know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
sounds good to me, my friend. So we've got an awesome guest coming on tonight. You know. Mr. Josh Rosha.
Yo,
are you there, bro?
Guys? Yep, you guys hear me and see me?
Hey.
What's up, guys?
How are you, my man?
Oh, I'm doing great. I've been looking forward to catching up with you guys and being a part of the this movement here.
Thanks for coming on, man.
I got a funny story. I'm not sure if Tom's told you guys or you saw like something on social media, but we skateboarded yesterday. We got a good little session in at a nearby park in Mansfield, Connecticut, and it was a great session. All good. But I told Tom I was so excited that I left with like my phone, my keys, my water, and I left my skateboard there. I got a brand new complete a couple days ago, and I left it there. So I thought Tom was kind enough to go back to the park for me because he was a little closer, and I had to pick up my kid from school, and you know how that can be. And I was just praying like, I hope someone didn't take it, or I like ran it over, like maybe or like something. And so this morning I had to meet up with Tom to get my board back, and we had another little session, like 2-3 hours, I think, like early, right? Like 10 a.m. And it was a good reason to go out to another park. I was gonna take the day off because we went pretty hard yesterday, but we got a couple clips today too.
Nice.
Man, that's so dope. Your board was still there.
The craziest part. Yeah, the craziest part of the whole thing is like literally no other cars had came since we all left. There was the same cars there. Nobody pulled into the parking spot that he was in, and the thing was literally just sitting there right on the freaking line of the parking space, just chilling there.
Oh, whoa! It was in the parking space, man.
Yeah, it was just chilling there, right in the parking lot. And luckily, no one A pulled in and ran it over, or B just took it. You know what I'm saying? So,
was it busy there too?
Well, it wasn't busy, but there was enough kids there that
like five, 6 kids, and they looked a
Yeah.
little younger. And I didn't want to like prejudge, you know, but I was like, oh man, it's a nice board. I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they're like 15. Like, I'm taking this, you know.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, it's I blame myself for, you know, being the one who left it and stuff. But luckily, like I said, that worked out. And then, but yeah, other than that, just did a little grocery shopping and just was, you know, trying to be around to make sure I caught up with you guys.
Yeah,
Nice
nice.
one.
And the board's not all that old either, too, is it?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got it like a week ago, and
Yeah.
it's my first complete in like six years. Where like I picked out, you know, the wheels, the trucks, the bearings, because you know, I was fortunate to have a bunch of friends, you know, give me little parts as I went over the years, and I was like, wow, never gotten a full complete, but also it's a little expensive, you know, so I was holding out for years. so I was, I was gonna probably cry if I didn't get it back, but luckily it worked out, and yep, grateful.
Nice.
you know, I got you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's my good luck charm lately.
Yeah. So what board is that you're riding?
So it's a 8.0. I don't know if I could. Yeah, I'll put it in here a little bit. It's a little beat up now, but yeah, it's an 8.0 blind. It's like a Baby Yoda.
Oh.
8.0. It's not like a rider's, but it's, you know, blind, and it's an 8.0. And before this, I had like a 7.85 or something. So.
Whoa.
Oh,
Super
yeah,
thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you ended up getting the new style Thunder trucks, right?
Oh, yeah, I think they're like 454s or something. The ones that fit the 8.0. Yeah, all black Thunders. I went Bones 51 millimeters and Bones bearings. So yep, that's the setup. You know, not a shameless plug, but you know, they're not paying me to say that. It's just, you know, that's what I'm running.
not a sponsor.
So you went pretty small wheels, actually, considering.
Yeah.
51. Yeah.
I'm a little skeptical. I think like I've been really trying to get like more flip tricks I always wanted, like, you know, and I feel like the smaller wheels flips, like it's lighter. It might be a psychological thing, but I feel like if it's a little smaller, the flip will be a little faster. And I don't know, that's what I tell myself.
Whether it is true or not, it works for you. So stick with it. Who cares? That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, and even on what was it, the 9 Club, I think they had that like real scientific dude. I always forget his name.
Paul Schmidt.
Fucking Schmidt. Yeah. They had him on, and they were talking about the same thing. They were talking about the wheels and all that kind of stuff. And he even said like the shape and the size of the wheels literally will change your entire pop, your flip, your spin, everything. Like, and having like a more street, like rounded, smaller wheel helps to make the board flip around easier.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
it's crazy.
It also, I'm starting to feel like the concave. Like before I got it set up, you know, you pick out the deck and all the parts, but I started with the decks. I looked at the 7-point things again, and I was like, I'm gonna go for an 8 because it feels like, you know, I'm a big boy now. I'm gonna try that. And I stepped on a lot of them, and I was really trying to picture the tail, the concave of the tail, because my last board, the tail had been shrunk down like half the size. So I was really picky about that. I was really stepping on the tail and trying to visualize like what's gonna give me the best ollie, you know. And I think I was happy with the choice. So I recommend blind.
Yeah, I've had a blind board before. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, and you don't see too many people riding blinds for some reason nowadays. Like back in the day, it used to be big, but nowadays you don't really see too many people riding around on them.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen on Instagram more and more people are slowly getting them again, but
I noticed one.
Not like what they used to be. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed one thing. That's like a lot of them, like Primitive. I think Paul Rodriguez stuff. Yeah. They're doing a lot of Dragon Ball Z and anime stuff, and I thought it was like it's a little clever, but it's a little like you know, they're kind of just appealing to the anime community. And I bet a lot of people are buying skateboards that don't even skateboard just because they have, you know, your Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and all these things on them. And I'm like, I see what you're doing, but I hope you're still making a good deck, you know, with the concave and the, you know, the wood. So, but I'm like, I see you guys.
As long as the quality of their main structure of it hasn't dropped, then whatever. Yeah.
I see.
Who cares who buys it? I guess. Hey.
Yeah, I try not to. I used to, obviously, when I was younger, care about the graphic a lot. But now I'm like, my plan is to board slide a lot and hopefully tail slide, nose slide. So I'm like, don't worry about the graphic. Just how does it feel? You know,
it's not going to last long, is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what would you say the most popular broadband is? Like wherever, when you go out to your like local area, what's the most common board you're going to see around?
Oh, right now, and I partially blame, like I said, like the social media, the Instagrammers and all that stuff. The Baker boards. Everybody that does a big trick, you see Baker written on their deck. And my friend gave me one as well that I had a while back. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I just think maybe they got the most popular clips and people see that and like, I guess I should get a Baker board, you know, because it has 1 million views or something, you know. So yeah, I see a lot of Baker. Yeah,
even me. That was the first like board that I had bought once I got back into it this year. The first one I went out and bought once I was sick of the shit crap fucking 10-year-old one I had from my basement that was soggy. You know, I went out, first one I bought was a freaking Baker.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it wasn't just a plastered Baker, you know, one. I bought one basically because of the graphic, but, you know, it was the OG Baca board.
Oh, yeah. That's the one that's like, it doesn't actually say Baker on it, does it? It's all
no, it's just got like the black and white silhouette of him like chilling with his board. Just
I know that one. Right, yeah.
Yeah, and that was the one that had a real low concave on it too. So it was a real weird board for me to even get used to too. And that's what I've found with Baker is they have a lot of different options for like different styles of boards and shit. So that could be it too. Is they just have such a wide variety for all shape, sizes of people and age that it's that's
it could
that
be
new wave.
Yeah. I was going to say it could be well-deserved. Like, you know, I didn't ride that one for too long because I got another hand-me-down from my friend that I decided to go with. That was a natural concept, which I don't see those around a lot more lately. But, yeah, so I was like, I got to ride that because they're I think they're all New York, USA-based, like Zoo York, Fibro, and, that one come to mind. So, yeah, so I didn't ride it for too long. But, yeah, I'd like to maybe try it out again sometime. But like I said, I got to I just go with the feeling lately, you know. Yeah, I was just like, I think I'm gonna ride this other one just because it felt a little. It was probably because it was the skinnier one. Like I said, the like 7.8 or something, and so I went with the skinnier because I thought it'd flip a little better if I wanted to practice my flips.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It does make a big difference. I ride an 8, and then I went to an 8.1, and just from that small size difference, it made a huge difference in my flip. Even just the way I felt on the board and all that. So it does make a big difference.
I'm thinking about
it would have, but I was proven wrong.
Yeah, I like to think I'll try the next size up eventually because I'm noticing lately, just personally, like a lot of my tricks, I feel like half of my foot hangs off sometimes with the way I land anyways. Maybe it's just my natural style. So I'm like, maybe I need a bigger board so when I land, you know, my toe doesn't touch as easily and stuff like that. So I might work my way up. I hear good things.
Sweet.
I like a wide board personally. It's like it feels more stable, like you're not going to fall off of it.
Right, yeah.
Like, but I don't really skate much in the way of street, so I mean, I'm pretty much
more
transition only, park skater. So,
I was gonna say with the speeds that you've been getting around that bowl and all that, you'd want something pretty solid underneath your feet.
Yeah, I'm on an 825 now, which is actually pretty narrow for me. So I was on 9s for a long time.
I'd say for like an all park kind of board, that's definitely on the smaller side. It's usually like an 8.5 or around there is that middle ground for them.
Yeah. Well, I've been working on my flat grounds and stuff. I've been trying to learn flip tricks. It's going all right. I had a hill flip the other day.
Yeah.
That's my favorite flip trick right there.
Fakey big flip. I've had a fakey varial flip.
Yep.
Shit.
Like what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We're slowly converting you into a street skater, huh?
But
I heard you've been trying out ledges as well.
Yeah, I've been skating ledges. I've got some good clips because I've got a part in a Turn Skaters video coming out in spring next year.
Oh, yeah, I follow them too. Good peoples.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and do some street clips for that because I just don't have any. So it's going all right.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. It's good fun anyway. It's like different sport, innit? But you know what you were saying about the shape of the wheels before? That is something that's holding me back because my wheels are like those big, fat, square jobs. But when I try and flip it, it's sort of like, you know, it wants to go like that. It doesn't want to roll into a nice flip. It just I do struggle with it.
Yeah, and like other people, they'll say that it's easier for them because of that snappiness, whereas other people want that roll effect of the rounded wheels kind of thing.
Mate, I'm probably just shit, you know what I mean? I don't mind if I'm shit. I fucking love skateboarding.
You're not really a street skater, so it's all new to you, isn't it? So
yeah, you got to find whatever works for you. You got to mix it up. You know, different trucks, different tightness of your trucks, different wheels. Like you got to figure out what your setup is for that kind of shit. Like if I wanted to do all park, I would not want the board that I'm on right now. You know, like I got a loose ass truck, Like I got like some 52s. Yeah, and I would need 2 separate boards.
It's not uncommon to people to have 2 boards. One
Right,
for,
yeah.
You know, street and park, and one for bowl and transition.
Because I would like to eventually, I mean, I don't know how long it would take, but to get some vert in, you know, just to say I you know, gave it a shot, because it's always kind of scared me to think, like, how do people, you know, hit those mega ramps and, you know, all that stuff, the full loop, you know,
oh yeah, man. It's
but I'd like
me.
to, hey, you know, eventually just give it a shot. That way I can say I tried it and it wasn't for me. But right now I can't really say that because I haven't dropped in on anything vert like that. But I do enjoy a good park though too. So I respect that for sure.
Yeah. I think what amazes me more is the people like pool coping, like, because it's, you know, sticks out like that. It's like, how the hell do you use? I don't get it. Yeah.
Some of those pools, people skaters like basically walls. There's no transition curving, and I'm just like, you're literally skating an L, like wall to floor. Yeah.
In the UK, we've got a place called Harrow, and it's the place was built in 1976, opened in 1978, and in there they've got a bowl called the Sugar Bowl. I'll put some clips here so people at home can see, but this place is bloody insane. Just like you're saying, man, it's so vertical, such a big tight curves on it, and the pool coping sticks out a good, I'm going to say 2 inches, 3 inches out the front of it.
Shit.
No joke.
People go mad ham in there, dudes. It's insane, mate. It blows me away how people shred it. I've had a go at skating in there, and even just trying to get a backslash on there was bloody terrifying, man. It was terrifying. Yeah. I've got a clip where I managed to get my wheel on the rail. I didn't quite get the fucking thing over the top of it. Next time. It's no excuse, really. It's only like 10 miles away from where I live. It's like the oldest skate park in the UK.
Wow.
I should get there more, really.
Get back out there, man. I'd love to see it because I've tried it once, I believe. I tried skating in a pool. I think I carved around it like twice, and I was just like, nope.
Like you, Tom, man, you've been killing it lately, haven't you? You've been stepping it up. It's cool, actually, because we ask our guests that come on the show to, you know, suggest someone that we can highlight, you know. Yeah. And how lovely is this? Today, Mr. Rocha, we asked him to pick someone, and who does he pick to highlight? None other than Mr. Tom Arietti. There he is. Yep. Right there.
I had to do it. I had to, you know.
No, you want me on the spot, bro.
Well deserved, but.
So I'm going to play some clips, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yes, please do.
All right. Oh, Mr. Tom Arietti.
That famous intro.
See, that's a big old box,
I've seen that
mate.
bench. That's a big bench, yeah.
And that's the smaller of the 2 at that park, so.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that's that brand new park. Like, it's like a month old, right? The Massachusetts Cooks Park.
Yep. Yeah, it's in West Springfield, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah.
Is that far from you?
No. From me, it's literally, I think, 12 miles from my house.
Ooh, so, that 360 flip. I saw that.
That was a very flip there, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Oh, my God. It was so fast, I could have sworn it was a 360 flip. You know? That's the style right there.
Hey, you know, I like it. That's fine.
This was Tom banging out 2-3 trick lines in one day.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, well, that was your challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just kind of trying some new shit. This last week, I think it was, or 1 week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I'll let this one go out to one more little slow half cab flip.
Man, that was decent.
Just keep getting higher.
Yeah, flip on it. It's like your flipping your catch is really, really good as well.
It's weird. It's like some days my brain works and I can actually do shit, and like other days, like I skimmed today, I couldn't land shit today. I could land shoves and board slides. That's all I did all day.
I've seen you land like 10 in a row, and then I've obviously had those days where it's like, I'm not happy with these. I'm not even gonna finish it. You know, I'm just gonna try a different trick or something. But yeah. Ooh, was that today? Was that?
Oh yeah, that was from today.
50-50
that was
shove it.
Sick, man.
Love that trick.
Nice.
Then we've got another skateboarding channel exclusive.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yep. That's a new clip. That's today's clip, right? Yes. Gotta love that. Yep. game of skate here with Luca?
Yeah, that was me setting tricks.
Oh,
That was like the only good ones I had that day.
Oh, there's that curb ledge. I'm still scared of that thing, man. I don't know. You know,
That's so sick,
oh,
you
what?
feel like you're on a merry-go-round once you hop on it. Like, whoa.
Believe it or not, that was him. That was him. That like black blob that was up on that freaking ledge. That was Rocha sitting up there setting up his camera.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Yeah.
This thing looks pretty steep at the top.
Yeah.
It is.
Like, it looks like it's got some weird transition on it.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably like 5 feet or so, like a little over 5 feet tall. But yeah, it's pretty steep, but it's really smooth though. So it's like a perfect transition, but it is a little steep.
Slow motion. I've been loving all the slow motion clips too. Because I slow mo things anyways. Like before it was really popular, I would slow down the speed just to you know, really get a look at it. Yep. Ooh, that right on 50-50. Thought it was a pole jam, but then it goes flat.
Yeah.
To the up. Yeah. And the nice runs.
With speed too.
Yeah, you're going fast.
I end up turning this into like a 5-piece. Yeah, I'm not done either. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go for this.
10-piece here? Oh,
Oh,
the half cab noser.
And then I was like, yeah, fuck it. Boom.
One? Yeah.
Dang, I don't think I saw that clip before. That's awesome.
Because I cut it out.
Well done, buddy.
This is the other angle from today.
Oh, look at the cat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
brother.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. A lot of good stuff in there. I want to address each trick, but, you know.
So much going on, mate.
I don't want to kiss your butt too much, but.
Yeah, you put me under the gun with getting some footage to put an edit together for this. So I was just like, boom, 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 boom. Here, trick. So.
Yeah, and that's like another skill I've gotten from Tom again. Like, you know, I promise he didn't pay me to say none of this, but like, you know, him doing all the edits and stuff, it really gave me another love and appreciation for that too. You know, like, yeah, I did a trick today, but it's cool when you know, get the right angle and, you know, maybe combine it with a couple attempts and all that stuff, you know. So he really opened my eyes to it more. And I was trying to do some of this stuff on Instagram, and then, you know, it was like, hey, like YouTube's where I've been doing things too. And I was like, you know, really opened my eyes to a whole new world. So I gotta say thanks again. And, you know, that's why I'm so grateful. And I got to spotlight him probably next time, you know, too. You know, anytime I get a chance, I'm going to probably do it.
Well, dude, it's much appreciated, dude. Like I said, I'm a little thrown back. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, I don't want to be, you know, popping my own collar over here.
I see,
that.
Tom. That's why we're like, you're such a fucking humble guy, man.
You're humble, but sometimes you got to take the award and just, you know, hold it up high. Take
the pat on the back, Tom, man. You're fucking killing it out there, man. You're improving like weekly, man. Every video you're bringing out, mate, it's just the progression's bloody insane, man. The speed, the confidence, the style, the bag of tricks, it's all just popping, mate. You should be fucking proud of yourself, bro.
It's really a lot of these things, you know. I mean, like I said, I've gotten inspired a lot by Tom, but as well as, you know, like the great minds think alike. I was already thinking of these things, but he's actually doing the things. I was like, I'd love to meet people from like other countries that are also like maybe around the same age. We all skate. We got the same kind of things going on and interests and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, I've already been doing that. And then I was like, yeah, I'd like to make some more things on my channel. It's like, yeah, I've been doing that too. You should definitely try to get on this train. And I'm like, oh, yep. So gonna keep trying it.
Yeah. And your channel will be linked down in there anyway. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we'll make sure all your stuff's linked down below too. And, you know, to thank, you know, all you guys, you know, obviously, you know, the inspiration comes from all over the place. You know what I mean? We're all inspiring each other, trying to keep each other motivated and keeping going. We all go through our ups and downs and shit. And,
definitely. Yep.
You know, these guys have been keeping me freaking together. You know, I've been going through some shit, but yeah, I mean, with the skating wise though, it's like looking back when I first started to now, like I'm seeing a huge change, and it hasn't even been that long since I've been back on the board. So I'm more so excited for the rest of this season and really looking forward to next season, because I think next season is going to be a game changer for everybody. You know, every single person that's coming on here, every person that's a part of this. Yeah, I feel like this next year is going to be pretty big for everybody. So
I could not agree more, mate.
You might have some plans to win today. You got something maybe teed up with Turner for winter coming up?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to figure something out for a transition into the whole snowboard thing here because we're in New England. Rocha knows how it is too. It's like it gets to one day, all of a sudden it goes from fall to fucking a foot of snow. Here you go. It's winter. Surprise.
Yeah.
So
even some of those indoor parks that, I always used to like going to indoor park once it got too cold out and stuff. But sometimes, it's still cold in there and the snow, half of it gets wet from everybody's, snow gear and stuff. So it'd be nice to make the transition to snowboard, but still try to, like I said, get to one of those indoor parks in there,
Yeah.
What about you? Do you snowboard as well, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not nearly as much as I skateboard, but I try to dabble a bit.
So hopefully we can see you and Tom snowboarding together then.
Oh yeah, I'd love to make those like those montages, that you've been doing. I'd love to see us, taking the drive, going up the ski lift, and just seeing what comes out. Yep,
that's awesome. I'd like to see some of those clips because we're actually going to do a snowboard special and a BMX special.
Oh yeah,
so that's
I
respect
respect the BMXs too. Yeah,
we got a pretty big name in BMX coming on too.
We have BMX royalty coming on the show.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
And the guy's also very, very heavily into the skateboard scene as well, actually.
Real big. Yeah.
Hey, we all share the parks a lot too, and I notice a lot of the brands, like some of my first skateboards were Zoo York, and I remember people getting mad that Zoo York started catering to the to BMX and bikers.
Yeah, it was huge for BMX.
Yeah, and I was totally cool with it, but I know kind of felt like there was a war between bikers and skateboarders. But I was like, hey, we're all sharing the park, and hopefully rooting for each other.
Vans sponsor BMXs now. America's starting to sponsor BMXs more now as well.
Yeah. I had some America, the Andrew Reynolds, actually. I had some of those, and
Yeah.
That's brand too.
I had the G6, the last G6 that he brought out.
Oh, nice.
Best shoe I've ever had.
I think he's Baker as well too. I was going to say maybe he's the one.
He's the owner of Baker.
Oh yeah, so that's why it's real popular. It's a good person to follow too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I didn't even know he was the owner, actually.
Yeah. I think it was him, Eric Ellington, and Jim Greco. They all formed it. Because it used to be Baker Bootleg. It was Baker Bootleg, and then they split. And Bootleg went sort of dark for a while and wasn't heard of.
Yeah. I remember the bootleg, the Baker 3 bootleg video. Oh yeah, that's one of those when I was in college for like 5 years, and that was one of those I was inspired. I was like, I'm gonna get back to it eventually, but I gotta go to work and homework. But I was like, I'm gonna try those kickflips again one day, like Andrew Reynolds and all these people that I would watch, and so good stuff there too.
Man, I know another good place where you can get good stuff, and that's Auto Skate Shop. So here we go.
Boom.
We have got a promo code for you guys.
10.
This is from Auto Skateboards. It's an online skateboard shop that will ship internationally anywhere in the world. And if you want to get 10% off of any products, head over to their website. It's www.autoskateshop.co.uk. Put in the promo code ChatSkate10 and get 10% off. Head on over there. If you need any shit, there's a place to get it from. 10% off.
Yep.
Go get it.
Sweet. Yep. So Tom, you been filming much? Got a video coming out or?
Well, been filming like a couple of shorts here and there for myself, but not nearly as much as I have been lately, like vlog style, that is. I've been crushing it. Like I've been learning a bunch of new shit, but I just haven't been stressing out about getting it on film right now. And I've kind of been more creative about filming other people, and just like I've been figuring out new angles and putting edits together with slow-mo and finding the perfect songs to fit into all that. And I've kind of been exploring the whole other side of it, behind the scenes, behind the lens kind of thing. So
nice. Sometimes you need that break.
It's a type of art, bro. You could be really creative. It's like painting a picture.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like it was, I've been really liking that whole side of it, and like I always liked that kind of thing, but I just don't have all the tech shit to do it. But I'm kind of figuring it out on my own with my awesome phone for everything. So it's all good. But
it makes it cooler because of the fact that you're doing it on your phone. Not you don't have this thousands of dollars of equipment.
I like that the raw stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's you know, it's cool. It's real relatable. You know, it makes it like I said, I draw inspiration from any and everybody, but you know, just knowing like, you know, I remember I saw so many clips from Tom and I was like, dude, what do you have? Like, is that like a GoPro 4K? And he's like, that's all on my phone. Like all the last clips you've seen. And I was like, wow, really? I'm over here thinking like, well, I have like a older iPad and sometimes I put it on the floor and just see what happens, you know. But you know, Tom is another thing, he opened my eyes. So I was thinking like yesterday when we skateboard, I was like, this is like making a real like Hollywood movie. Like he's the director and the like cinematographer. So these angles do matter, like, you know, because we'll land the same trick. Sometimes, you know, we'll land the trick and it's like, oh, it didn't really get captured that good because you were like too far or like behind me or whatever. And like, yeah, so like I know when me and Tom have skated, we've been like experimenting, like he can land the trick multiple times, but we try, you know, the different angles to then, you know, see what you like best and all that stuff. And then like he just said, you know, when you're filming someone else, I'm having a good time, but I'm also thinking like, ooh, next time I do a trick similar, I'm gonna use the camera the same way or something. So yep, it's good stuff.
You're not learning just learning in skateboarding, you're learning in other aspects of it, I guess. Exactly. It's all part of it, really.
Yep. And then I'm drawing a blank. I'm completely drawing a blank. I'm sorry that I'm forgetting the name. Somebody posted the 5 different types of completes recently.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I was like, man, what a great video, because you know, like I recently bought a complete, like I mentioned earlier, and I was like, man, that's something that I wish I knew before I bought, because I would have looked it up and really taken it. I still watched some of it afterwards, but I was like, this is a smart thing, because you know, I do my research on before I buy a TV, like which should I get that one? What are people saying, you know, about it, and a little recommendations and reviews. And I think that was real cool to have that. So
yeah, that's a real good video actually. It was five complete decks, like Christmas gift ideas, really, like a real comprehensive review. And he had 2 really good skateboarders come help him out and test the boards out, and yeah, it was really good. It was Adventures in Skateboarding at 40
and it's
plus.
just proven there. It's proven there that it's not just for beginners as well. It's like
I've skated for like 14,
really
15
minutes. I mean, and you wanted it for yourself, so just it's these light bulbs go off in my head. I'm like, wow, that's smart, and I'm inspired to do something similar. You know, not like copy someone's idea and just take it, but like, you know, I think that's how I've heard that's how a lot of successful people, they're like, surround yourself with other people that have, you know, the similar goals, and you know, draw some inspiration. If they inspire you to, if they open a restaurant, maybe open your own restaurant one day or something, you know, something like that. But
maybe a second version of a skate shop or something like that.
Right. Yeah, and you know, being a father, I'm sure most parents can relate. It's like I also have this thing. I'm trying to have fun with the skateboarding and, you know, set my own little goals, but also it feels good to help other people, you know, and like that video with skateboards, that's helpful, you know, before somebody goes and spends, you know, some hard-earned cash, you know, you have the option to get help from someone that was doing a helpful thing, you know. So I'm really thinking that in the back of my head too. Like me and Tom have talked about, maybe one day, you know, we get the right loans and investors and stuff, we could get like a big skate shop or something, you know, something to just to help too, you know, to help kids, because the old shop that we used to go to, Skate Layer, we were joking today, like it probably kept us out of a lot of trouble to be there all day, just hanging out, watching skate videos and, you know, having snacks there, as opposed to I might have been out, you know, get into trouble or something. So I was like, wow, it'd be cool to be the next like hub of like a good community and helpful and all that stuff. And if it gets big, that's cool too, you know, but all that stuff.
Absolutely, man. That was, like he just said, man, we had an awesome dude. His name's Eric Monday.
Yep. Shout out to him.
Big shout out to him, dude. He was a huge inspiration in our area, in our community, for a lot of kids that were troublemakers, and he knew we were all troublemakers and shit, but he was kind of like that big brother kind of thing. Like, you know, he's a mix of like your dad and your drill sergeant and your big brother and your step brother that you really don't want to come in the room and beat you up. Kind of thing.
He was all the things we kind of needed, you know. It's like
it was he kept us little fuckers in line. Like it was like you ain't gonna be a little asshole unless I tell you to be, okay? Like it's like but he was just a huge impact in our town, and we had huge fucking demos here. I mean, we had Consolidated, Five Borough, Zoo York. We had fucking the dudes from the Nike team. They had
the Nike SB tour. Oh man,
like shit.
That was
right
awesome.
when Shane O'Neill first got fucking on the team and shit like that. Like we've had some big fucking names come to our tiny little town, and it's like none of that would have been possible without this dude, and none of us would be doing this right now. If he wasn't the good dude that he was and let us all hang around his shop and be a bunch of pains in the ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
huge shout out to him, and we're hoping to one day be able to bring back that
Something
same thing
like the
to
2.0 version of it.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, like, you know, like again, things me and Tom talk about, it's like it was obvious he wasn't like trying to get filthy rich. I think he was doing something he loved, and he was lucky enough to have, like, you know, lived in other states and met people, and, you know, and then asked them for, hey, you want to come out to here and help us with a demo and all that stuff. So I'm just like, wow, it's so important to, you know, communication is key, but, you know, also, you know, the networking and just like, you know, like I said, surrounding yourself with the same minded type of people and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's where where things get real, you know, expansive in a good way.
Yeah.
Boys, I want to show you another skateboarder. Like, this is one that I picked. I want to highlight. If none of you lot have seen this channel, definitely go and check it out after. It's called Underfliped, and all the links will be in the description for that. But this guy is killing it. This is his 2020 like 1 year progression video, and honestly, it starts off fire.
You know, one footer.
Yeah, he's got a really unusual style.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I like
the
about
primo.
him? He's very kind of techy.
Yeah.
He's real techy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
cool.
Oh, I love all that stuff. Yeah, the Casper flips and the primos.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a whole nother ball game right there.
This
Yeah,
guy's
kick
got
flipping.
all of the styles down. He just skates transition beautifully, street
Yeah, and
beautifully,
doing
freestyle
these things-
beautifully.
Over the hip. Oh man.
Yeah, he's got a
Ooh,
really,
body
really
varials.
big bag of tricks too. Kickflip backsmith.
Whoa.
That no
Oh.
comply finger flip. Whoa.
Oh,
What?
big spin, no comply. Oh yeah, I'm losing track.
That was
He's
Oh,
got
he's
so
ripping.
many cool variations.
Yeah.
I rate this guy so much.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Backtail.
I think it was his last video, his newest one. He was doing like Caspers to manuals down a ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. See, now I'm getting inspired to try some of these tricks.
Yeah.
You literally, I was just about to say, I think you could definitely do some of this shit. You got some of that coping shit down pretty good.
I used to have some little Casper stalls and pogos, but the flip in and flip out is a whole nother ball game, I feel like.
That part right there was cool. He does the manual and then goes into a little firecracker down the stairs.
Oh yeah, the firecrackers are no joke. I used to think that was just people cheating, riding downstairs, but no, you have to do something with that too. Like,
You gotta go at those things moving, dude. And you
yeah,
just
your
gotta,
tail has to get out of every step.
yeah, you gotta just slide and hope that board stays under you and it doesn't just go shoop.
I love all that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
That was sick.
the dark stall, dark side.
Yeah, underflip dark stall.
Yeah.
Wow. The one footer again. Oh man, I love the one footed landings.
Yeah, the opposite one for you.
He's got
Big spin
so
there.
many cool
around the
videos.
pole.
Yes.
I thought he was gonna fall. Oh man.
That's like super creative right there.
Yeah, that's what it is too. It's like once you learn how to board slide, what can you do into it and out of it and all.
See, I see a lot of people 50-50 to the board slide, but I don't see a lot of people board slide to the 50-50.
That's got to be harder because
Yeah.
you got to tweak your hips and all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, look at that beautiful location he gets to skate into though.
I know.
Yeah.
The scenery
That's
of the,
stunning,
the
huh?
skies and the trees and all that.
Not to mention that looks like the perfect mini ramp too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that thing
So
was
much fun.
so nice.
I can
Yeah.
picture someone with a proper blueprint before they
Yeah.
build it on.
Yeah. Surely this wasn't
Oh.
your average DIY mini ramp.
Oh, man. And with the sunlight in the background, it's just,
Yeah.
capturing the best moments of life right here.
hmm
Oh.
I will say, we do have some spots like that around here, though. That
Yeah,
have
we've been on the hunt for
like I
good
said,
stuff.
we got some shit going on. Me and Rocha here got kind of like a full Connecticut tour we're trying to do for the
Yeah.
fall. So we're gonna try to get
Yeah.
around to as many spots
Ooh,
before it gets shitty out.
Yeah, definitely. Stay
What?
tuned for all that. What do you call that when you land with your feet, like skiing, parallel,
Weird.
instead of- Right.
Weird but
Scary.
funny.
Death trap.
Makes me
Yeah.
laugh. I don't know what you call it,
I
but
was
fair
thinking like
play.
a hang 10 is just like on the nose, right? With your
Yeah.
Yeah, or yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Hang 10, you got to be up on the front.
What was that? A 1 foot, like, I wouldn't say Benihana, but you got to grab it for, yeah.
I forget what the name of that is.
Whoa, now he's crossing his legs when he lands. Oh my God. I don't even know what to call him.
He's so creative, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Love that.
my
Yeah.
brain
never
can't
thought.
keep up with all
Hey,
this.
Steve, remember we were saying about in the last, I think, last podcast about someone doing a wheelie grind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
see, like even something you wouldn't think that you could skate to. I love seeing people skate. I would have walked right by that curve and never thought to hit it up.
Like, this is just tip of the iceberg.
Double flip, a double backside flip. Oh man.
This guy's got so many amazing videos. Like, the content's great. It really is.
He's pro. Who does he ride to?
Do you know? I have no idea, man. The truth is, I don't really like follow skateboarding like that way. There's certain skateboarders I like to watch, and I like to skateboard. And I've never really been like, you know, I don't really follow who skates for who.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I try not to think of it too much like a football, basketball, like who got signed to who, because it's not as important as like.
It's not about that.
Video? I'd like to see it. Or, but
the skateboarders I like. That's it.
It kind of. Have you heard of the barracks? You know that big warehouse. Everybody goes and does their 10-minute lines. This was reminding me of that, so I was just kind of starting to assume maybe he was on one of those people. Ooh. He starts into the nose man and comes down into like a switch manual.
Yeah.
Ooh, nollie backsmith.
Literally kills it, man.
Whoa, what do you call that? What? How many times have I said that? I don't even know.
Let's go back a little
I thought
bit,
I knew what I was doing here, but now.
Primo 180 slide.
Absolutely insane.
Like Primo pivot. I don't know.
You know, that's
like
one
that.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that guy's amazing. I'm a little speechless, but it did kind of remind me of this. That I remember when I started skateboarding, I would do a lot of things in place, and people would be like, "What are you, Rodney Mullen?" And I never really understood it for a while until I finally looked it up, and I was like, "This guy's awesome." I'm pretty sure he invented the kickflip, right? But he does do a lot of like, you know, things in place or whatever. And I remember as a kid thinking it was kind of like bullying, you know, like why are you mad at this guy for doing? Because he can also do those other tricks you like, but he's more into like, you know, some of those.
But if it wasn't for him, what would street skating be now? Like he was one of the forefathers of it too, you know. So
and customizing, like, you know, putting a ledge on top of a ledge, a gap, and then a rail, you know, things like that. It's like, you know, that's I was like, okay, hey, this guy's not a bad guy to be compared to, but nowhere on that level. But you know, just when I see the Casper flips and the pogos and primos, I think about, I'm like, hey, I hope and I still see some videos of him here and there. So
he's
another good skater.
When you think back to like him and then Day One,
Day One song, yep.
Like that.
What was their battle they had? Their game, their video series. It was like Rodney Mullen versus Day One.
Yep, it was like
was it a game of skate or just clips challenge?
Video parts. It was like a video challenge, like who could be the most creative with their fucking tricks and their lines and their spots, and like they were just making all sorts of crazy spots all over the fucking country, like all sorts.
I think it was around the era of Day One song where he was like right into his picnic tables, where he just set up a whole base of skate park with a picnic table.
Yep.
That was like that big like up scene of like having picnic tables in all your fucking edits. Like you gotta at least like ollie up one or ollie over one or do something with a picnic table. Like even if it's in the background, just
he just took it to the next level.
The creativeness and I feel like those two, Day One Song and Rodney Mullen, really made me think of like, well, you need to have balance when you skate, like, you know, to do even a manual or wheel, you know, whatever you want to call it. And I was even like, should I be taking ballet? Like, how do these guys nose manual that long, you know? And you quickly realize it's just the dedication and you know, they must have practiced for a long time, unless they were born with those gifts, you know? Some people are,
You see Rodney at a real young age, dude, and he was still doing all that crazy spinny fucking flat ground flip shit. Like he was doing all that shit, and then he just started making his own tricks. So like he's the reason for a lot of these tricks that we have. Like he made them. Like he
and even this guy, sorry, who was his name? Underflip that we just watched. Underflip, even he's just reminding me like. It never ends. So sometimes you think like, is that the only trick I can do? And then now I'm thinking like, well, once I figure out my kick flips and whatnot, I'm going to have to do it into a primo or, you know, on these obstacle courses. So it's cool to know like the fun will never end, you know?
Yeah.
And then we could step up to those what I saw a clip the mega ramp, I think, you know, somebody did like the Great Wall of China. You know, people are doing like we can gap the pyramids one day if we work hard enough, you know.
Yeah, what was that? Danny Waste?
Was it? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, I'm like, he got real creative. He was like, you know what, my backyard's just not cutting it. I think we're gonna go to the Great Wall of China.
It's all we've got time for on this channel, I'm afraid, tonight. But if you guys want to watch the rest of this conversation, what you need to do is follow links in the description down below, and also up here, up there, to Tom's channel, where you can watch the rest of this conversation.